What is a band supposed to do once it's reached its creative peak? Big Thief might have the answer. Double Infinity is the sixth record from one of my favourite bands, Big Thief. It's the first since the departure of their bassist Max Olyarczyk and since their career-defining, vibe-hopping double album, Dragon New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You, which represented something of a creative zenith as the band set out on a vast musical, lyrical, and even geographical exploration. So for the last 3 years, the question of where do they go from here has lingered in my mind. And the answer, it seems, is to continue on the trend from Dragon and really lean into being legendary vibe merchants. On Double Infinity, Big Thief really commit to loosening up their songcraft and invite new collaborators in, including experimental icon Laraji and a chorus of backing vocalists in Alina Spanger, June McDoom, and Hannah Cohen. And for a band that once were marketed as this kind of insular outfit and whose music was originally more conventional, dark, and sometimes violent indie rock with a narrative slant, these changes are absolutely seismic. I should say that on an individual level, these songs don't stand as strongly on their own as much of Big Thief's earlier catalogue, but given the caliber of Big Thief's catalogue, that's really not saying much. These 9 tracks are quite vaporous and more concerned with vibes and spirituality than straight up storytelling. On here, Adrian Lenker, though there is several co-writing credits for the first time from both Buck Meek and James Krivchenia, pondering themes of life and time and unabashed love. These lyrics think big, casting wider and wider circles around day-to-day events. Opener Incomprehensible sees Lenker's mind wander off of a Canadian road trip and onto broader themes of aging and expectations to be cast aside, while All Night All Day extols the spiritualities of love and also the joys of being a giver. The title track is a highlight, utilizing a gorgeous vocal melody and a barroom rock rhythm to explore some more of the unstoppability of time as well as climate change. And No Fear sees Lenker singing out from the center of a sludgy void, looping one verse over and over like a prayer and suggesting some kind of out-of-body experience. And that's not the only song that spirals around itself. Happy With You, which is a long-term member of the band's live sets, conveys huge emotional complexity despite consisting only of 3 unique lines. It's hard to describe, but it really is, in quite an odd way, a devastating song. Now, if all that sounds a bit heavy, fear not, because the introduction of backing singers not in the core trio of the band lends a delightfully sunny California soft rock, almost Fleetwood Mac-y kind of vibe to proceedings. That's especially true of the lighter love songs on here, namely the Campfire Moment Los Angeles or the plain-spoken closer How Could I Have Known. To wrap it all up, I think with this record, Big Thief had to prove that they have miles to go. Not just as a band who has recently lost a member, but as a creative force that appear to the eye to have already reached the peak of their powers. But now that it's here, I can't help but feel like I shouldn't have doubted them.